And so we say hi again, everybody, and we welcome you to the Farmington Hills Ice Arena. We've got a good one for you tonight. The Farmington Falcons and the Farmington Flyers in yet another grudge match in this long-running hockey series. These two teams played a great hockey game back on November 24th. It was a victory for the Falcons 5-4. Well, that would figure. Falcons come into tonight's action undefeated at 7-0-1. But in that hockey game, the Flyers had a 4-2 third period lead before the Falcons came roaring back with 3 third period goals to win it by a score of 5-4. The Flyers come in with an overall record of 3-4, and as we say, the Farmington Falcons leading the way this year in the OAA Red with that perfect record, almost, of 7-0-1, but still 15 points out of a possible 16, not too shabby. Well, I'll tell you what, we got Nick Williams with us alongside up here in the broadcast booth tonight.
How you doing, folks?
Pretty excited about this one.
I used to play hockey back in the day, you know. It was a fun time playing on the JV team here. But now, it's a little bit past my prime, so I'll be up here in the booth calling the game.
Nick, can I ask what year you're in there at North Farmington?
I'm a senior here this year.
Back in the day.
Back in the day, yeah. Back freshman and sophomore year.
There we go.
Yeah.
All right, well, don't give it up, Nick. I'm a little older than you are, as a matter of fact. In fact, when I went to Farmington High School, hockey wasn't even a varsity sport, but I'll tell you what, I still put the pads on and get out there.
Yeah.
So stick with that by all means.
For sure.
So this Farmington team, a bit of a surprise this year. At least that's what we've been told. But again, they come in with that record of 7-0-1. The only blemish on the record, if you want to call it a blemish, the fact that they did not defeat Clarkston. They settled for a 3-3 tie against the Clarkston Wolves a couple of weeks ago. But as we say, that 15 out of a possible 16 points, an awfully good start. But it's the fact that Clarkston has played one more game in the OAA Red, which puts Clarkston in first place in the OAA Red standings with 7 points in division, and Farmington with 5 as we give the camera a wave here at the Farmington Hills Ice Arena. I knew this wearing a necktie thing would pay off for us here tonight.
Got to look snappy all the time.
We're going to see Tim Rogers in goal tonight for the Falcons. Look at the numbers that this young man has posted. He's a perfect 5-0 this year. Mm-hmm. Goals against average is 1.78, and his save percentage is .937. He's faced 134 shots this year in 5 games, and he's only given up 9 goals. Remarkable goaltending for Tim Rogers.
He's pretty good. I used to play a little bit of hockey with him. He was always a pretty solid goaltender in the net. He's he's pretty solid. He's more of a butterfly goaltender. He's going to go down a little more, but most of the time he makes a save.
Not sure exactly if it's going to be Ladisor or Woodall in goal tonight.
I think they're probably going to go with Ladisor.
I would think so. He's appeared in
sure.
Exactly. He's appeared in 6 of their 7 games so far this year. He's got a record of 3-3. His goals against is 3.33. As we take a look right now at Tim Rogers, who again will be defending the net for the Farmington Falcons tonight. But Ladisor with the goals against of 3.33 and a save percentage of .829. So that's a pretty good numbers being posted right there by the Flyers netminder, Keith Ladisor. But again, that young man at the other end, Tim Rogers, has been a story so far in this season. See if teams can give it all they've got here tonight. Nick, it's a case where neither team will be back in action after tonight until the start of the new year. So good, better than 2-week-long break for both these teams. So they may as well leave it all on the ice tonight.
Yeah, you got to go, give it everything you got. Leave nothing in the tank.
There you have it. Well, we've got a very good crowd filling the stands here at the Farmington Hills Ice Arena. The Falcon drum line is here. We heard them banging the drum just a short time ago, so they'll be making some noise tonight, keeping the crowd fired up as we watch the referee right now with the respective team captains. And one gets the impression it's almost like a boxing match where, fight hard but fight clean out there tonight. And I'll tell you what, I was surprised in the JV game that was just completed a few minutes before this one at the the skill of the players certainly, but the amount of hitting that went on down there.
Oh, yeah, definitely, yeah. It's not a, you got to go out there. You got to lay the body on the other guy every time. And you're going to see a lot of big hits tonight, that's for sure.
Tell you what, it was certainly more physical than I expected would be the case. So we'll look forward to that as we get ready for action here tonight. So the public address announcer is welcoming the crowd here to the Farmington Hills Ice Arena. And we'll get the introduction of the players, the national anthem, and then we will get this grudge match underway here tonight between the Flyers and the Falcons. Falcons go out and gather around their netminder, Tim Rogers, as the Falcons will defend the net to our right, and we'll move it right to left as you watch the action here tonight on TV 10.
Nick Elliott, he was the leading scorer last year for the Falcons.
He's the leading scorer for him this year as well with 6 goals, 10 assists for 16 points right now. Rob Goldine, number 2, skating out, and there's the introduction of the starting goaltender tonight for the Falcons, Tim Rogers. And the rest of the Falcons skate on out to the blue line. I'll have the starting lineup here for the Flyers. Derek Reed, number 10, starts at center. Caleb Wright, number 17, on the right side.
He's probably, without a doubt, one of their better players. I played on JV with him as well. He was always a really good player.
To be honest with you, I'm not sure if I've got the Flyers statistics up to date or not, but I've got Ryan Murray at this point with 3 goals and 5 assists for 8 points, but I may be lagging a game or two on the statistics for the Flyers. And there's the starting goaltender, number 1, Keith Ladiseur, again with that goals against average of a 3.33 and the save percentage of 82.9. And now, ladies and gentlemen, please join us for the national anthem.
Oh, wow. One of our camera women out there, Leah Green, doing the national anthem there.
Well, Lee and Jenny just did an outstanding job on our national anthem, and now let's get ready for hockey here at the Farmington Hills Ice Arena. Glad to have you with us here on TV 10 on what is for us a Saturday night, but which may not necessarily be a Saturday night when you're watching our tape-delayed broadcast. So now it's going to be Cameron Woodall, or is it? Okay.
Oh, no.
Cameron was out there, but he's going to back up tonight. He was retrieving the pucks from the warm-up. So the Flyers gather around their coach across the way. And the Falcons, meanwhile, gather around their netminder, Tim Rogers.
They talk a little strategy before the game here.
I don't know what you can say at this point except skate hard and play hard every shift. Yeah. Ken Anderson, the coach of the Flyers, and Mark Vellucci, the coach of the Farmington Falcons. So moments away from the drop of the puck. 3 17-minute periods, and remember, the last time these two teams hooked up was about a month ago And the Falcons won it 5-4 coming from behind. So we're underway, and the puck backhanded into the Flyers zone by Rob Goldeye. Goes into the near corner right down to below us here. It's going to be skated away by Derek Reed. Got a pass out to center ice. Ryan Murray unable to control for the Flyers. Puck loose out near the Falcon line, now dumped back in behind the net. Falcons have puck control, trying to hold at the line. That was Reed. Burnett hopped over his stick, goes all the way back into Flyers territory, centering pass, but the Falcons were changing nobody home on the play. And it's going to be controlled by
physical contact out there. Getting a little bit rough.
There we go. Ryan Murray, who will dump it deep into Falcon territory. Nick Jukin going after it for the Falcons. Rolls it up the far side wall and out. Hammered right back into the zone by Kyle Wood. Falcons with puck control once again. Good-looking outlet pass and dancing up over the line for Farmington. That's Kyle Ray. He laid it out in front, came back along the blue line. A long-range shot from the point sails wide of the target as Ethan Baker let it go.
Here. And a little bit of interference there at the blue line.
It's a high stick, actually, but it was called away from the play. It's going to go against the Falcons as Nick Jukin skates into the penalty box. So our first power play opportunity of the night goes to the Flyers. It's a high stick on Jukin at 2:06, or check at 1:06, actually. So the Flyers on the power play, and the face-off in the Farmington zone to our right. They battle for it in the face-off circle. Now out near the near right point, Justin Brayerton dumps it in behind, and they battle along the wall for it. Jugan in the penalty box, high sticking at 1:06. They battle it along the wall, chopped back along the line, and a shot fanned on by Brayerton. And here come the shorthanded Falcons back the other way. Dumped over top of the net by number 66, Zach Massa. Minute 20 left to go here in the Flyers power play. As once again it's Murray into the corner centering, but it's picked off neatly out in front and fired the length by the Falcons. Getting to that puck was number 88, Evan Movigar. Again, the Flyers try to get organized, but a pass up the middle is broken up. Loose puck comes back to the Flyers line. Here's Burnett. His long-range shot off his stick goes wide. And it's hammered off the glass and out. And here's a scoring opportunity, shorthanded for the Falcons. They got a little 2-on-1, and a nice save turned in by Ladiseur as the Falcons had the scoring opportunity. That was Austin Cole with a shot for the Falcons. Pass to the high slot area broken up. Flyers maintain possession, though. Again, it's in behind the net, laid out in front, and that pass just split everybody, and it's going to slide back into the Flyers zone. Kyle Wood went after it there for the Flyers. Just a dozen seconds left to go in this power play. Get a big collision at center ice. It sends Nick Elliott of the Falcons sprawling. Puck in behind the Flyer net as Jukin steps back out onto the ice, so credit the Falcons with a penalty kill. And we remain scoreless here in the first period with 13:45 to go in it. The play once again in Falcons territory. I don't believe the Flyers had a shot on goal in that power play opportunity.
Nope. Couple of good chances, though.
It's another chance off to the side of the net. Broken up. Again, the Flyers get a chance. A little wrist shot from the left wing circle by Thaddeus Zach. And the save by Tim Rogers, and a face-off in Farmington territory. Is that one of our anthem singers?
That's our camera one, Leah Green, making her way back to the camera there.
She's doing it all here tonight.
Yep.
That's right. The truck informs us that she is with her entourage, and I'll tell you, she deserves an entourage. Icing off the face-off, so they'll just bring it back into Farmington territory and do it all over again. 13:22 left to go in the first period. No score between the Falcons and the Flyers.
Huh. There we go.
Face off in the circle to the right of Rogers. As it's pounded up the wall, back out to center ice. The Flyers immediately send it back in. The laid off side, but everybody gets back on side, and the puck stays in Farmington territory. Now it's the Falcons going to be coming back out the other way. Up over the blue line, Kyle Gandy put it out in front, and they score.
Wow. Oh, my.
Oh, pretty pass by Kyle Gandy, and it winds up in the net behind Keith Ladouceur.
Listen to that crowd.
And at 3:59, the Falcons open the scoring.
Boy, oh boy.
That was Gandy who carried up over the blue line and thought he laid it out in front. Get an announcement on the goal here momentarily.
All right, we're going to take a look at this replay here. There's Zach Massa bringing the puck in there.
66, now 16. It was Kyle Ray.
Across.
There we go. Kyle Ray right there to redirect it home, and he gets his 10th goal of the year. Or, I'm sorry, his 8th goal of the year, his 10th point of the year. But Ray came into the night leading Farmington with 7 goals, and he's got 8 now. And the Flyers have tied it up.
Turn it around right there.
Just flipped in from the blue line by number 20, Shane Moran. And then redirected into the net from off to the side of Tim Rogers.
Well, if you're the Flyers, it's exactly what you needed. Get right back real quick. Get this game all tied up again, 1-1. Let's take a look at this last goal here. It's a nice little flicker there by Moran. Little redirect by the captain, Scott Newell.
So Newell with the goal. And it comes just 41 seconds after Farmington had taken the lead. So a 1-1 tie here with 12:03 to go in the opening period. Newell from Moran. I didn't hear if they handed out a second assist on the play. Seems to me they would have, as it came off a face-off in Falcons territory, but the bottom line, a couple of quick goals here and a 1-1 tie at the Farmington Hills Ice Arena. And here come the Flyers again. Pass at center ice, skips away from Murray, goes deep into Falcon territory. Sent off to the side of the net, went right through the goal mouth, and Rogers sprawling to cover up. And a face-off in the Falcon zone. Pretty good jump here by the Flyers early on.
Number 13 there, Blake Burnett, he's playing with a broken hand. He broke it, unfortunately, in the last game there. It doesn't seem to be affecting him, though. He's mixing it up in front of the net there.
A nice little backhanded pass out of the corner, and it's on the rebound.
Boy, big hit there by Massa on number 9 there for North.
That was Thaddeus Zach, number 9, for the Flyers, who tipped it through the goal mouth before he got laid out by Zach Massa.
Yeah, got to have your head up there.
Tough to do when you're trying to find that puck in skates off to the side of the net. And again, you've got the Flyers pressing the attack in Falcon territory, and all Farmington can do is dump the puck back out to center ice.
That was a good defensive play there by number 2, Mike Race, stopping the Farmington player from getting to that puck, going on a breakaway.
Whistle out a 2-line pass, and they'll bring the face-off. Well, they're going to have the face-off right there at center ice. 11:09 to go in the first period, a 1-1 tie here.
Oh, looks like we got a penalty here.
Indeed we do. The penalty on Nick Elliott, it looks like. And I did not see what the infraction was, but Elliott is off, and the Flyers with their second power play of this first period. Falcons clear it all the way down the ice. Well, the Flyers try to get organized, and a pass to center ice collected off the wall by Newell. Scott Newell pulls up top of the left wing circle. Takes a look, backhands a pass into the corner, gets it back. Newell lays it along the blue line to Brereton. Or Brereton, I should say. They jam along the near wall, and it comes back out to center ice.
You don't want to see that on a power play.
Boy, a nice save on that shot by Movigar.
There we go. Lattiser
went down. Falcons have 2 back on defense, though. Blake Burnett has it. Dumps it into the near corner, and it's hammered back out to center ice. Under a minute to go, 55 seconds left in this Flyer power play. As a long shot is steered aside by Rogers, and they whistle the play. They have gone up into the mesh. This is a 2-on-1 opportunity for the Falcons. The shot by Movigar, and Keith Lattiser playing defense on that shot. We have a lot of Santa Clauses here tonight.
Oh, yeah. Santa's coming to town pretty soon here. Everybody's getting in the spirit.
Long shot from out near the blue line by Kyle DeMag. But that was steered aside by the stick of Rogers. Here's Burnett. Content just to play it into the circle, and a shot from that circle, and that's knocked down out in front. Derek Reed stepped into that drive. I'm not sure it made it through the traffic.
Actually, number 6 and number 13 are brothers. We got Blake and Reed Burnett.
There you go. Well, that same last name will tip you off.
Oh, yeah. They kind of look alike, too.
That'll tip you off, too. 10 seconds left to go in this Flyer power play.
Maybe get one last rush here.
That's Kyle Wood, number 24, sending it in deep. They wave icing. Penalty comes to an end. Falcons are back at full strength. But that play still deep in Farmington territory. Falcons tonight looking to protect that undefeated record, 7-0-1. I'll tell you what, the Flyers do not look like a sub-500 team here in this first period. They've played Farmington even.
Most of the games that they've lost have been pretty close. They should have a lot better record, but it's just that third period that's been killing them.
Another chance for the Flyers, a wrister by Jake Lattiser, number 23, and that's steered aside by Rogers. Rogers, a goaltender, very active with his stick.
Yeah, he's not afraid to play the puck.
Here's a breakaway opportunity and a scoring chance and a goal.
Oh, nice
a beautiful
right
finish.
There.
A beautiful finish by Nick Elliott as he scores his 7th goal of the year as he converts the breakaway. And boy, that's how you want to see it done.
Let's take a look at this goal here. Boy, oh boy, that was a nice move there. Now that is what you call a dangle. He's got the puck right there, makes a nice little move, fakes out Lattiser, little backhander, easy goal.
8:43 the time of the goal. And it's Elliott who gets it. And the Falcons back on top in this one, 2-1. He got it jammed along the wall, came free into the circle, sent back to the line, going to be held in by the Flyers, and they're content to dump it into the near right wing corner. Thaddeus Zach goes after it, but his pass winds up back at center ice. We haven't seen, here's a giveaway and an opportunity and a save by Rogers. I think that was Blake Burnett, number 13, had it in the slot. We're going to get another penalty called here as the puck goes back into the Flyer zone, and we may see the Falcons going on the power play for the first time tonight. Whoever's getting the penalty is getting it for cross-checking. And stepping off is Ryan Murray. Murray for cross-checking at 9:34. And the Falcons with their first power play chance tonight. Set this power play unit for you. In to take the face-off is number 24, Austin Cole. He's out there with Kyle Ray, number 9. And back along the blue line, that's Massa, number 66. And the other point man is number 22, Adam Lochner. United. The Flyers able to send it back into Falcon territory, and a clearing pass bounced dangerously through the crease in front of Rogers. Now the Falcons move back out to center, and it's pounded deep into the zone. There. Winds up in behind the net. Couple guys overskated it. It's collected by Cole. Fed along the wall. Back at the blue line, it's Lochter, and Lochter had it poked away in a race for the puck. Scott Newell goes after it, but he lost an edge, fell down, and the Falcons have puck control. Here's Austin Cole. Nice centering pass to the high slot area. It winds up in the far corner. Here's a pass right through the goal mouth area.
Oh, boy.
Turning and hammering his shot is massive, but he missed the target, and it goes off the end wall all the way back out to center. 55 seconds left to go in this Farmington power play as it's sailed back into the Flyers' end. Battling for it is Nick Elliott. Behind the net. Nice backhand pass out in front of the net, and the shot by Prokes is stopped by Ladisor. Great scoring opportunity right there for the Falcons. At the far wall, it's Alex Schmidt. Sends it into the corner for Elliott. Elliott behind the net. Elliott put it out in front, and they score.
Little redirect there.
Danny Prokes took that centering feed, and it's a 3-1 lead for the Falcons.
Nothing Ladisor could have done about that.
No, sir.
Just put that in front of the net there. You got a guy there, he's going to put it in every time.
Prokes with his 5th of the year, and this play was made in behind the net by Nick Elliott, number 6. But look at Prokes battling in front of the net. Got away from his defenseman, and he was all alone out in front to score the goal at 11-10.
Looks like Farmington's poised to keep that refuse to lose motto alive, which is what the team goes by, and they're still undefeated.
Trying to get the scoring on the goal for you. Prokes from Elliott. And I've got it at 11-10 of this first period. 3-1, Falcons with the lead. As Farmington once again, this is Massa coming out of the corner.
A little bit of interference there.
I think we're going to get a call in behind the play.
Hold, actually, yeah.
That'll be Evan Movigar who heads off. So power play number 3 in this first period for the Flyers. They have not done damage with the man advantage to this point. In fact, if anything, 2 of the better scoring chances that the Farmington Falcons have had in this first period have come while they were shorthanded. Now that face-off back in Farmington territory to our right. Ladisor lays it off into the left circle. It's fed in behind the net. That's Derek Reed, number 10 in the corner. Reed playing a little bit of catch right now. They'll send it up top for Reed Burnett. Centering pass to Burnett is shot off a stick out in front, off the mesh and out of play. Minute 38 left to go, and the penalty to Movigar. What did you say he went off for? Was that a high stick?
I believe it was a hold.
Holding it, there you go.
A little bit of a hold there. And boy, oh boy, these stands just keep getting jammed up with fans coming out to watch this game.
Packing them in on a Saturday night here at the Farmington Hills Ice Arena, and why not? High-quality high school hockey here on this Saturday night as the puck is deflected out of play right over that Farmington bench. Hit one of the banners above the bench. That's a power play here for the United Flyers. They trail the Falcons 3-1. Minute and a half left to go in this power play opportunity, the 3rd of the night for the Flyers. Kyle Wood, number 24, works it along the wall, sends it out to the point. Reed Burnett played it off to the side of the net, and it's tipped in behind. And you've got the Flyers working the perimeter. Now a whistle. And we're going to get a call here against the Flyers, I believe.
Yep.
Typically interference on a situation like that. We'll wait and see.
Oh, maybe a...
No, there is no penalty. I don't know why they stopped the play. There was a broken stick out there.
Yeah, typically they don't stop play for that. It must have been something else.
Perhaps a hand pass. Who knows? They bring the face-off outside the line, and the Flyers pound it back in. Rogers, an active goalie, in behind the net to steer it up the boards on the near side. It didn't come out. 55 seconds left to go in this power play for the United Flyers. Well, they try to get a pass out in front. It's broken up neatly back along the defense. I believe that was Matt Alamag who broke it up and cleared it away. Well, the Flyers have to retreat. Carried up over the line by Saarinen. He goes in behind the goal. Into the corner. Pass to the blue line, and Blairton not able to do much with it. 15 seconds left in this power play opportunity. A nice job by Scott Newell to hold it in. Puck was loose out in front, but cleared away by the Falcons again. Flyers send it back into the zone, and that's going to do it for this power play chance. And here come the Falcons right back the other way. Teams at even strength. Centering pass, backhanded out in front by Elliott. That puck loose off to the side, and a pile of bodies at the goal mouth. And finally able to cover up Keith Ladiseur, the goaltender for the Flyers. Talk about crashing the net. Had one of the Flyers players come in and I think hammer his own goaltender.
Oh, looks like we'll have a penalty here. Scott Newell going to the box. 3-1 here. 3:07 left in this first period.
Power play number 2 for the Falcons. Ken Anderson not delighted about the call behind that Flyer bench. Penalty has been called on Scott Newell.
Oh, boy. I think the ref just motioned that one of the coaches leave the bench here. That's unfortunate. You don't want to see that.
Yep, that's what you got. And a pretty good discussion across the way. And there you see our score. Falcons 3 and the Flyers 1. 3:07 to go, first period. And the Falcons are on the power play. And that's what's got the Flyer bench up in arms right now. I think they called that penalty on Newell for coming into the goalmouth area, just to crashing his own net, trying to help cover that loose puck.
Maybe a late hit, yeah.
Or a bit of a charge.
Oh, wow.
They score on the power play again. A nice centering feed, and Alex Schmidt buries it.
He came out of nowhere.
It took him just 8 seconds on the power play to score.
Snuck in there real easy, just tapped it in. Take a look at this last goal by Alex Schmidt.
Boy, there's nothing in the world a goaltender can do about that. Again, a pretty centering pass results in a Falcon goal.
Pretty high scoring game here early, 4-1. A lot of action.
For Schmidt, his 7th of the year.
See if the Flyers can respond, maybe get a couple back.
Now we're under 3 minutes to go here in this first period, and a 3-goal lead for the Falcons.
Big hit down low.
Yeah, we got a penalty call down there as well. It's getting a little chippy behind that Falcon net. And let's see who the call goes against. It's going to be number 24 for Farmington heading off. That's Austin Cole, and it's for high sticking. So the 4th power play of the first period for the United Flyers. The Flyers, an amalgam of players from North Farmington and Harrison High Schools. And while we have a moment, we should congratulate the Harrison Hawks on their state championship. Won about a month ago on the gridiron at Ford Field. I'll tell you, I had a hard time watching that football game on Fox Sports. We did 6 or 7 Harrison games last year on TV 10. And I sort of get the feeling like it's my team, and it was hard for me to watch another announcer call the football game.
Yeah, it was quite a game.
Yeah, Harrison came through with a big second-half comeback to win their 13th state championship. So we congratulate them and Coach John Harrington. Boy, they gave us a lot of thrills this year.
Oh, they did, yeah.
Tommy and Jake Vento and
the brothers.
Aaron Burbridge, exactly.
Oh, yeah.
Burbridge will be back next year. Jake Vento will be back next year.
Most of Harrison's good players were juniors, so they should have a pretty good team next year as well.
Yep, you betcha.
There you go.
Here's a pass out in front, a shot by Derek Reed, and a save by Rogers, loose in the goal mouth area. As they pound away, and Rogers able to cover up, and now a late hit. And
little brouhaha action here.
You betcha.
You're going to see that with these rivals here.
Yeah, we're going to get a penalty here on Matt Alamang. Alamang will head off, and you see Mark Prokes being held on to by the official. He heads into the penalty box.
Cal Woody's going to take a seat there as well.
And this happened with the Falcons already shorthanded.
Bit of a party in the penalty box over there for Farmington. They got, looks like 3 or 4 guys in there.
And a couple for United as well.
Boy, I remember back, I think it was my Pee Wee year of hockey, we once had 7 guys in the penalty box.
We're going to be close to that here. Let's take a look here, see what happened. He's had a good scoring opportunity by Kyle Wood on the rebound. A couple of good scoring opportunities, in fact, for the Flyers.
Oh, yeah, a little bit of hit from behind there.
Yeah, that's number 7, Alamang for Farmington, who hammered his man to the ice, and that sort of set things into motion. And then see Prokes coming in with a cross-check late, and then a punch by Prokes as he's working over Caleb Wright, or attempting to, before the linesmen come in. And there's a Prokes with the linesman grabbing onto his jersey, pushing him towards the penalty box. All of these penalties will come at 15-11 of the first period, and the Falcons in control here by a 4-1 score. We have seen some pretty passing by the Falcons in this first period. Now on the scoreboard, the penalty time remaining to Austin Cole, which is 1 minute and 8 seconds, and a fresh minor penalty up there, number 7, Matt Alamang, and nothing on the Flyers side. So unless they're going to put something up on the Flyers side of the scoreboard, this will be a 2-man advantage for the Flyers.
Good look at just how many people are at this game.
There you go.
It's pretty remarkable.
Well, that's what we've got, a 5-on-3 power play, a 2-man advantage here for the United Flyers. Boy, they need to cash in too. They trail it 4-1 here with 1 minute 49 to go in the opening period. Centering pass, and that may have been the goaltender Rogers who reached out with the big paddle to break it up. Controlled in the near right corner by Peter Kusek. He sends it ice. Stefan Coulter dumping it into the corner again. You see the Flyers working the perimeter. A long shot blocked out in front as Coulter let it go from the blue line. It didn't get through traffic.
Coulter actually a freshman out there. He's doing pretty well for how young he is.
Well, you'd have to say. That is Coulter. Able to hold it in, though. Has it between the circles, a wrister, and he missed the target. This is Kusek, number 11. Content just to lay it back along the line for Coulter. Back to Kusek in the left circle. Tried to center that, hit a leg. 15 seconds left to go in the 2-man as the Falcons clear at the length of the ice. So now 10 seconds left to go in the 5-on-3.
Yeah, the puck carrier there, Mike Race. He was actually a member of that Harrison State Championship team for football as well.
I remember calling Michael Race's name a few times over the course of the football season.
Great athlete.
Out of the penalty box is Cole, so a 1-man power play for 40 seconds more for the Flyers. A long shot by DeMagd, and it winds up going wide of the net, and a nice diving effort down there, but unable to clear the zone. That was Zach Massa. Centering pass right out in front, and another great defensive effort. That time it was number 12, Mike Manzo, who slid across and I think broke up that shot and enabled Rogers to cover up the puck. And again, a little shoving after the whistle. Good ice level shot here by our TV10 crew. It's been an intense first period.
It has. We've
Peter
got
Kusek is right now telling the linesman it's been an intense first period.
Take a look at the replay there. Nice little snag by Timmy Rogers.
Yeah, I'm not sure Manzo, number 12, didn't get a leg on that. As he laid out in front of the shot, and it just sort of floated towards the net, and Rogers able to glove it.
A little pushing after the play there.
There we go.
That's all part of this rivalry.
A penalty here on Kusek. Peter Kusek into the penalty box. So 4-on-4, and that'll take us to the intermission because we've only got 12.6 seconds left to go in this first period. And
offsides.
An offside with 5.1 to go in the first. So when the second period begins, we'll have 4-on-4 skating for about 10 seconds. And then the Falcons will be on the power play for the third time in this hockey game. They lead it 4-1. Both coaches trying to get last change here. But again, just a handful of seconds to go in the opening period. And the Falcons win the draw, and that'll do it for the first period of play. Oh, a good first period of play, especially if you're a Falcon.
Oh, a lot of action, yeah.
You betcha there was. With Farmington with the big edge. They lead it 4-1 here after one period of play. All right, so we will take a break. We'll have a PSA for you, then we will come back with second period action. Again, your score here after one at the Farmington Hills Ice Arena. It is the Farmington Falcons 4 and the United Flyers 1.
Don't go away, folks.
Honestly, who can't stack a chair? Jeez, you can't stack chairs? I gave you a stapler.
Hey, Danny, what happened? Did the staples fall out of your head or something?
Oh, man, he's so bad. He's horrible. You can't even play piano. Oh, my, what is this?
Nice work, Salieri.
Don't ever let somebody tell you you can't do something.
All right, we're back here, the Farmington Hills Ice Arena.
And we welcome you back to the Farmington Hills Ice Arena. 4-1, the Falcons with the lead over the United Flyers as we move into the middle 20 here. Rich Kincaid, Nick Williams alongside. Good to have you with us here on TV 10. It looked like a pretty competitive hockey game early on. The Falcons opening the scoring at 3:59 of the first period as Cal Ray got his 8th of the year. And just 42 seconds after that, Scott Newell with his 5th. We had a 1-1 hockey game. And actually, the Flyers had taken, I thought, Nick, the play to the Falcons in the first few minutes of this game.
Oh, definitely.
But then you had Farmington erupt to score 3 goals in less than 5.5 minutes. It was Nick Elliott, his team-leading 7th of the year at 8:43. Danny Prokes at 11:10, and then Alex Schmidt getting his 7th of the year at 14:04. And bang, just like that, the Falcons in control here by that 4-1 score. 3 goals is a big deficit to make up with 34 minutes to go.
Oh, yeah. I'd expect to see the United team come out here, get a couple goals quick, try and turn things around.
Well, we know they're going to press the attack. I don't think there's any question about that. And just as we say that, the Falcons go on the power play for the third time in this hockey game as the puck is sent deep into Farmington territory. Minute and a half left to go in the penalty to Peter Kusek of the Flyers called late in the opening period. Here's Nick Elliott. Up to center ice, lays a pass across the way to Adam Lochner, who hammers the puck into Flyers territory. There's a shot off to the side of the net, and it's Ladiseur going down to make that save, and he'll hang on a shot from a sharp angle fired out of the corner. We wondered a little bit, at least I did, whether or not Ken Anderson behind the Flyer bench might change his goaltenders here after one period and his netminder giving up 4 in the first, but he's keeping Ladiseur in there. And as you mentioned, Nick, really tough to fault your goaltender when he had the Falcons setting the players up all alone out in front consistently in that first period.
Just great plays, just getting the puck across the ice, making the goalie move a little bit.
Yeah, he was hung out to dry on more than one occasion in that first period. Face-off brought outside the United line. And with the puck now, it's Ethan Baker. He gets tied up, but Kyle Ray has it for Farmington.
Boy, Ethan Baker, he's a big boy.
Here's Zach Massa in the corner, number 66, put it out in front, and a great save by Ladisor right there on Kyle Ray. Boy, nothing wrong with the net minding right there of Keith Ladisor. Ray was set up off to the side, and tell you what, Ladisor had to go post to post to make the play.
Wow.
That's a nice little dipsy-do move by number 18, Brian Murray. I should say Ryan Murray of United, but is unable to penetrate the zone. 20 seconds left in the power play for Farmington. The Falcons with a 4-1 lead here in the second period. And the Flyers will come back the other way, back to even strength now. It's Caleb Wright, and his shot winds up in the near left wing corner. They battle in behind the net for it. Puck left off to the side. Here's a scoring chance for the Flyers, and a good job by Tim Rogers to stay low and make that save on Derek Reed. A centering pass, and that was chipped away at the defense.
There's
a good
Sarah
effort
Young,
by Nick Jugan.
A member of the TV10 team here. She's sitting this one out tonight, watching from the stands. Came over to say hi to the camera there.
As always, the great camera work by our young crew here.
Actually, yeah, Sarah came here the other night to do a hockey shoot, and she was actually sporting a Falcon jersey, despite the fact that she goes to the North. Now she's got a North jersey on.
How do you explain something like that?
I don't know. I think she's more of a fair weather fan.
Falcons get the puck out to center ice and dancing over the line. That's Danny Prokes, number 14.
Oh,
boy,
big hit
Prokes
there.
gets just grabbed onto and dragged down behind the net. There is no call.
Big hit by Race. He's definitely one of the guys that's going to throw his body around.
Another scoring opportunity as Nick Elliott, number 6, got the shot. Ladisor with the save, and the Flyers come back out to center ice. Not for long, though, as they had it, lost it, get it back again, and chasing it down is Alex Schmidt. He's one of the goal scorers for Farmington in this game tonight. Falcons with a 4-1 lead, 14-10 to go in the middle 20. Well, I guess you got to call it the middle 17 here. The period's in high school hockey, 17 minutes in length.
Just wide.
As a shot hammered wide by Kyle DeMag, number 33 for United. Got it in the near corner. It's sent off to the side of the net. Nick Jugan leaving it behind the goal, and the Falcons come out. Good looking outlet pass for Danny Prokes up over the line. Prokes with a pass across and tied up before he could get a shot with Schmidt. And covering Keith Ladisor, the goaltender for the Flyers.
Ladisor keeping his boys in the game here. A couple of good saves early in the period.
Boy, he's got to. If another puck or two gets past him tonight, this hockey game is going to be all over. As it is, the Falcons with a comfortable lead, 4-1 with 13:40 to go in the middle 20. I keep saying that because I'm used to saying it, having been a professional hockey announcer for, well, quite a few years, as a matter of fact.
Yep.
And, of course, games at the professional level are 60 minutes in length, but here in high school, 17 minutes. Give me a few games. I'll get the hang of it. Boy, I'll tell you, off to the side of the net, a great scoring opportunity for Danny Prokes, and now they do score.
Wow.
They do score, and it's a 5-1 lead for the Falcons.
Boy, Ladisor doing all he could there, but, you know, with a wide open net.
Let's take a look here and see who wound up getting the goal. Let's keep that replay going there, guys. And that pass came out of the corner.
Cross.
And there's your goal scare right there. I just can't see his number.
Just another quick pass cross crease.
So we'll see if we can't get the announcement here, but it's 5-1 Falcons. The goal comes at 3:43.
Falcons going to switch it up there a little bit. Goldseye take the draw. Flyers will win that one.
Just waiting on the. It's Alamag, number 7. And again, the goal at 3:43 to make it 5-1 Falcons. And now, Lattiser is just going to hang on off to the side of the net. So Farmington in control here early, still early in the second period. Just under 13 minutes to go in it. And the Falcons have scored 4 unanswered goals in this game. Farmington leading 4-1 in the first intermission. They've got the only goal now so far in period number 2. Falcons with a 7-0-1 record coming into play tonight. And again, a long break for both these teams. They won't be back in action until early January, as Rogers will cover up a rather easy save there to face off in Falcon territory. Circle to the goalie's left. Well, when we do football games at Falcon Stadium, we have the Falcon 7, the 7 shirtless young people who come out to the games. No matter what the weather is, they're still shirtless out there, and they're all members of the hockey team. And now turnabout is fair play as we have some shirtless Falcon supporters off to our right-hand side. So I imagine the hockey version of the Falcon 7. That puck dangerously loose in Farmington territory, but a shot from the blue line hits a skate and winds up in behind the net.
Oh, big hit there by Kyle Demag.
Boy, a glass-rattling hit right down below us, thrown by Nick Jugan. And the puck goes sliding into the United zone to our right. Off to the side of the net, another scoring opportunity for the Falcons, but Lattiser comes sliding across to grab onto the loose puck. 11:57 to go, second period, and a big advantage on that scoreboard, 5-1 for Farmington. That goal by Alamang, his second of the year, for those of you scoring at home. And the Flyers will send it deep into Falcon territory. At center ice, a nice little move by Kyle Ray, and he's unable to move deep into Flyers territory. Play broken up at the Farmington line. Pass, though, out of the reach of Ray. And it's loose at center ice, now carried up over the line by Blake Burnett, and his left circle shot is covered by Rogers.
That was a pretty good shot for having a broken hand. He's doing pretty good out there.
Tell you, though, Rogers played his angle well. You saw he was out at the top of the crease to make that save. That's the thing you really admire about the goaltenders, the footwork they're able to display. Scotty Bowman used to talk about it a lot, how the players that impressed him the most were the goaltenders because they're able to be as agile as they are while wearing 30 or 35 pounds of equipment. Here's a centering pass right on his foot, and they score. Ryan Murray,
nice little
set up in the hash marks, and he made no mistake, fired it high into the net, and it's a 5-2 hockey game.
A little top shelf action there. Didn't quite pop the bottle on that one, but still a beautiful goal. Let's take a look at that replay there. Puck behind the net.
Yeah, well, it would stand to reason just when we're talking about the goaltenders that somebody fires one by, but really not too much. That's
beautiful.
Just a great shot off the crossbar and home.
Right there.
Murray with his 4th of the year at 6'10".
Maybe a little glimmer of hope there for the Flyers, but they still got a long way to go.
Well, 10 minutes to go in the second period. We've had 7 goals in the hockey game so far as we get a whistle here, and they'll bring the face-off outside the blue line. So a 5-2 Falcon lead. Each team has scored a goal here in the second period. And I think the Flyer coach, I'm not sure if the Flyer coach who was asked to leave in the first period has returned to the bench area. I think maybe he has.
One of the assistant coaches.
Yeah.
No, I don't think he did. Yeah. They kicked him out for good.
The puck in the Falcon zone, and
actually,
I think we got an elbow down here.
Funny thing, that guy in the brown coat there you just showed, that's the doctor for both of these teams here, both Farmington and the United team. They call him Doc.
Now Kyle DeMag goes off for holding at 6:41. And the Falcons go on the power play for the 4th time in this hockey game. This is the 8th power play for the two teams combined tonight. We have had no power play goals scored. Now DeMag comes out of the box. Or is it, actually it was Ladisser who came out of the box. No, that's 33 DeMag. He's on the ice. And in the penalty box,
it looks like
it's Michael Race.
No, I think that's Scott Newell there, the captain.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Number 12. Yep. Now Ken Anderson with more questions for the referee. And
I believe it is a Flyers power play.
Seems so. They've got Nick Elliott in the penalty box.
A little bit of confusion here. Sorry about that, folks.
Well, I'm totally confused. But at any rate, it'll be a power play for United. Elliott for boarding. That's the penalty. So the Flyers a man to the good for the 5th time in this hockey game. And that includes a 90-second span late in the first where they had a 5-on-3 advantage. But the Flyers right now 0 for 4 with the man advantage. Boy, a goal for them would be huge to get them back into this hockey game, a game which they presently trail 5-2. Blake Burnett skates it to the far boards, sends it back along the blue line, and Reed Burnett just plays it along the blue line.
Brother to
Here's
brother.
Murray, wrist shot, and Rogers thought he had it, and he didn't. It hopped away from Reed Burnett and came back out to center ice. DeMag sending it deep into the zone. Rogers stopping it behind his own net, steers it around the boards, held in at the far point. Here's Burnett firing right on, and Rogers again playing that angle well. Took it in the upper body and held on, no rebound. And the faceoff remains in the Falcon zone with 59 seconds remaining in the penalty to Nick Elliott.
Rogers not afraid to play the puck there. We've seen him time and time again go behind the net and just fire that around, try and get it out. He's almost like an extra defenseman if you need him.
Flyers control off the draw. They're on the power play here. And they could use a goal right about now. They just scored to make it a 5-2 game. If they get another one, they're back in this thing, no question about it. Michael Race sent it out in front to carry him to wide. And it's hammered down the ice. I think that was Austin Cole, number 24, who did the hammering. Half a minute left to go in this Flyer power play.
Oh, looks like
a delayed penalty coming up against the Falcons now. It'll make it a 5-on-3 advantage. The goaltender for the Flyers, Ladisser, heads to the bench. And United with the extra skater on the ice. It's not controlled out in front. Now it's touched by the Falcons, and we'll get the penalty called with 10 seconds left in the original penalty to Elliott.
Well, now's the time for the Flyers to step up and get one. Time's running out here.
Austin Cole who goes off, I think for high sticking. .8:31 the time of the penalty. And that makes it power play number 6 for the Flyers. Or check that. Yeah, it is power play number 6 for the Flyers. Head contact the call as Cole comes out of the box. Elliott comes out of the box. So the Flyers a man to the good and a huge hit in the neutral zone. We've got a Flyer player shaking up down below us here. I'll tell you what, he just got hammered.
Wow. That brought All the fans to their feet there for both teams.
Kyle DeMog, who unfortunately got caught with his head down in the neutral zone, and he paid the price right there. Boy, oh boy.
He is.
Ooh. Yeah, he really got drilled. Boy, you don't like to see that.
No, you don't. Here comes the coach and the doctor there. Let's take a look at this hit here. Just, he's got his head down. Just, lay it out. That was huge.
He just got drilled by Rob Goldeye.
That's got to hurt. Oh, it's not fun when you get knocked down. That's for sure. I've had a couple concussions from hockey.
I don't know that you can fault Goldeye on that hit. I mean, he hammered the guy.
It was definitely a clean hit, just, you know.
Unfortunately, DeMog not only had his head down, but he was bent over trying to find the puck in his skates, and he was in a very vulnerable position when he got hit. He got hit hard.
The fans showing concern here.
Looks like he's going to make his way back to his feet. But boy, oh boy.
Can we get another instant replay on that hit there?
I'm surprised that's not a penalty, even though it was just a clean hit, but it was just a little bit too hard for this level. So Kyle DeMog, on his skates, and he skates across the ice back to the United bench, and he's going to head for the locker room, I think.
Yeah,
he did. He stepped over the bench, and he's staying in the bench area right now. But wow, what did he get hammered?
Let's take another look at that.
Take a look at number 2 right there with the hit. And that's Rob Goldeye of the Falcons, and he just drilled.
Yeah, that one's going to hurt. That's going to hurt there.
Tell you what, Nick, slide that monitor a few inches to the left there, and maybe I'll be able to see the near corner. Yeah, a little more.
A little more?
Yeah, a little more. There we go.
All right.
Yeah, they've been blocking my view of this corner. We should tell you we're not exactly at center ice. We're more in the corner.
Yeah.
Near the goal that the Falcons are defending here in the second period, and it's an interesting vantage point from which to call a game.
It's for sure.
Back at the old Chicago Stadium, they had the announcers, at least the visiting announcers, were in the end zone behind one of the nets. There we go. There's a shot of us here. Hi, good to see you.
How you doing, folks?
That's right. Play underway again. We've got 1:25 to go in the penalty to Austin Cole of Farmington. As the puck into the mesh. And I'll tell you, that was Goldeye, the guy that delivered
retaliation
the hit.
there.
And he himself just got hit there, and the Flyers really want to get after Rob Goldeye here.
Looks like both guys are going to take a seat.
Heading off is Ryan Murray and Rob Goldeye, offsetting minor penalties here at 9:13.
Take a look at this hit here.
That's Goldeye, who just delivered that hit on DeMog.
Boom.
And then he himself got hit pretty good in behind the net.
Nice hit there by Scott Newell. Brings him to his knees there.
That was number 11, Peter Kusek, actually, who stepped into him. But I'm not sure it's Newell that went off to the penalty box.
No, it was, I think it was Ryan Murray.
Yeah.
I think both guys had just a little bit of retaliation after the play. A little pushing and shoving. You got to love it, though. It's hockey.
Now, no change in the manpower situation as the Flyers remain on the power play.
Breakaway here for Farmington.
Short-handed opportunity for the Falcons. Busting in was Nick Elliott. But Ladiseur with the save. Here are the Flyers on the power play. Puck carried in behind the net. Nice job by number 12, Mark Manzo of Farmington, to tie up his man. The puck, though, stays deep in the zone. Scott Newell's got it. Plays it back along the blue line. Now Newell, a return pass, top left circle. Dumped it off to the side of the goal. Centering pass hit a skate. That's Derek Reed, number 10, trying to get that puck out in front. Lost it. And it's sent high in the air and out of the zone. Corralled by Manzo. And Manzo unable to send it the length. 30 seconds left in the power play for the United Flyers. Falcons 5, Flyers 2 here with a little under 7 to go in the second period. as the puck goes sliding deep into the zone. And the 2 number 6s, Elliott for Farmington, Burnett for the Flyers. Battle for the puck, which wound up out in front of the net. And Ladiseur had to be alert to steer that one aside.
Good chance there.
It was indeed. 10 seconds left to go. Good shorthanded chance for Farmington. 10 seconds to go. 5 seconds to go now in the Flyer power play. And now back out onto the ice, Austin Cole, and the teams are at full strength. So the Falcons kill it off, and they hold on to that 3-goal lead, 5-2. Well, it got chippy late in the first period, and now there's some bad blood out there after the hit a few moments ago by Rob Goldeye on Kyle DeMott. Again, the play into the Farmington zone to the left. They jam along the end boards, play continuing. Caleb Wright, number 17, played it back along the line, takes a return pass. Tried to backhand it out in front. Intercepted, though, by number 22, Adam Lochner. And he'll send it out to center ice. And I'll tell you what, Kyle Ray almost got drilled in the neutral zone. Did a good job leaving his feet to avoid the hit.
Yeah.
Man, he would have been buried.
Oh, my, yeah. Both teams clearly do not like each other, and they're showing it right now.
Takeaway by Alex Schmidt. They try to drill him. He avoids the check, but Kyle Wood will play the puck for the Flyers. And Wood to center ice. Up over the Falcon blue line. Carries into the near left corner. Turns with it there and gets tied up in the near corner. They've got it in the skates right down below, and they'll whistle the play for a face-off in Falcon territory with 5:04 remaining in the second period. Falcons 5 and the Flyers 2. Now the story, or at least one of the stories, would be that Falcon penalty kill. They've been shorthanded 5 times tonight and have not surrendered a power play goal. Got the glasses on that Flyer bench to see if Kyle DeMott is still out there. I think he is. But boy, I'll tell you, he might be a little bit woozy even now.
Oh, yeah.
It was a shot fired from along the near wall by Caleb Wright, steered aside by Rogers.
Oh, we got delayed penalty here.
Are we going to see another penalty against Farmington? I believe so. Matt Alameg being led to the penalty box across the way. So, this is the third power play of the second period for United, the 7th power play of the game for United, and so far they're 0 for 6 with the man advantage in this one. This penalty coming at 12:15 of the second period. So once again, the Flyers are on the power play. Head contact, the call on Alamag. And here come the Flyers, a man to the good. Pulling up at the half wall near side. Murray sent it back along the line, and a hard wrister sails over top of the net off the stick of Newell.
Burnett let that one
racing
go.
To hold at the near point, got there in time, and the Flyers will maintain possession in Farmington territory. A jam along the near side wall once again. Puck came free, sent back out along the blue line. Here's Murray with it. Centered a pass between the circles. It's broken up, and it's a breakaway for Movigar. Evan Movigar moving in on goal. Fanned on the shot, and Ladiseur will cover up. Boy, I'll tell you what, he got in there, but it went off the heel of his stick. Sometimes, though, that's enough to fool a goaltender. You're expecting a hard shot, and the thing just sort of trickles in on you. But there's the takeaway inside the line, and then Movigar able to take advantage at center ice, and really it's a 2-on-none breakaway. You don't see that every night.
Nope.
It was Goldeye, number 2, who originally broke it up, and there you see the shot fanned on.
Right off the heel, yeah.
By Movigar, exactly. I remember, though, I had a friend of mine, played hockey at Michigan State, Kevin Miller, and he made it to the National Hockey League, and in his Red Wings debut.
Oh, the Miller that's on the team now?
There's so many Millers in the NHL, yeah. He's actually Ryan Miller's uncle.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So Kevin Miller goes in, has a breakaway against the Boston Bruins, fanned on the shot completely, but the goaltender, again, is playing for a hard shot, and it went right through his legs and into the net. So Millsy got his first NHL goal that way. Oh, we wrote him about it mercilessly, but hey, he's happy to get the goal.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Power play here, I should say a penalty here against the Flyers, as into the box goes Blake Burnett at the 13:03 mark. So it's 4-on-4 from minute 5, and then it'll be a power play. The fifth, or I should say the fourth of the night for the Falcons, as Ladouceur will cover up in the goal mouth area. So we were telling the Kevin Miller story. I missed what the call was against Blake Burnett, but he's in the box. And right now a 4-on-4 situation as it's rolled through the goal mouth by Zach Massa. And the Flyers will come away with it. Falcons with a 5-2 lead. We're late in the second period, 3.5 to go in it. Shot sailed over top, then a dangerous rebound came off to the side for Ryan Murray. And it's Rogers covering, and crashing the net is Caleb Wright, number 17.
Yeah, you got to fight for every loose puck until the goalie covers it up. Until you hear that whistle, you got to keep fighting, no matter what. Try and put that puck in the net, especially if you're the Flyers right now, being down 5-2.
I think Rogers was having a difficult time finding and covering that puck off to the side, and the referee may have seen it, and that's why that's why he didn't blow the whistle. He'll blow that whistle when he loses sight of the puck, but not if it's in view. 30 seconds until the Falcons go on the power play. Good-looking pass through center ice, and coming up over the blue line is Alex Schmidt. He was unable to generate on the attack, and the puck sent all the way down the ice, and they'll blow it dead on an icing call, and the Flyer bench unhappy about that because the puck actually hit the side of the net. May have gone right through the crease, which would have negated the icing. But at any rate, icing is the call. Nope, it's not going to be the call. They'll bring that face-off into Falcon territory.
It's an interesting decision there.
Yeah, they changed their mind.
Not too often you see that.
Exactly 3 minutes to go in the second period.
The captain there, Alex Schmidt, having a word with the ref. Trying to understand that last call there.
I'm not sure the referees themselves understand the call there. I think they're going to move that face-off to center ice. I think that's the right thing to do.
Oh, maybe.
Or are they going to take it all the way down? They are going to take it all the way down. So the original call, icing, will stand. And the face-off moves back into Flyer territory. They'll just move that face-off 160 feet to our right. And the Flyers are 15 seconds away from going on the power play. Nice ice-level shot here from our TV10 crew. As it's bounced back out to center ice. Here's Goldeye up over the line, shooting!
Oh,
and that
right off
didn't
the post
miss
there.
by much. Did that hit the post?
It did.
Man,
Caught
oh
a piece.
man.
It was a clinker. Oh.
Well, we got a little
match
jousting
here.
going on, and we're going to get penalties here.
Looks like they might
I
drop
bet
the
you it's
gloves.
Goldeye in the middle of it.
There we go.
It's not actually.
Fans getting rowdy. Everybody's trying to see a fight tonight. I don't think you will, but you never know.
Now we're going to get penalties here. That's Massa, number 66, being led to the box. And I think I'm almost sure we'll see a Flyer head off as well. And indeed we do. Stephen Coulter. I think it's Coulter that's going off.
Take a
Yep, it is.
look at this pushing match here. He was
There
playing
you
the
see
puck.
Coulter, number 8. He's in the middle of it. But I don't think that's Massa. I don't think that's 66. And he's the guy that went off for Farmington. There you see Massa coming into the picture, number 66. And
Things starting to get a little bit vicious out there.
yep. So right now, with 2:41 to go in the second period, 44 seconds remaining in the penalty to United's Blake Burnett. And my guess here is that the penalties being called right now will be of the offsetting variety.
Boy, we sure have seen a lot of penalties tonight.
Yeah, we really have.
Seems
we see
like
our
every other
referees at the scorer's table trying to explain it all. And I wish they'd explain it to me.
Yeah, really. Got some splaining to do.
Lucy. Well, again, my best guess at this point is we're going to wind up with the Falcons still on the power play when it's all said and done. But we really had some players going after each other in that corner in the Flyer zone to our right. Get a shot of that Flyers bench area. Falcons with a 5-2 lead here. And we'll take a look at this replay one more time.
A little pushing match there.
I think that's Kyle Ray, number 9, who's in the middle of it there for the Falcons.
Yeah,
and now pretty much everybody on the ice is in on it for the Falcons, except for the guy, Rob Goldine, number 2. You see him just skating over towards the general area of the activity, and he, of course, was the player involved in that controversial hit earlier in the period where he laid out Kyle DeMogd, and after that, the Flyers went after Rob Goldine.
I see now why Massa got the penalty. It looked like he had Coulter in a headlock after the play. Didn't catch that the first time.
Flyers goaltender Keith Ladouceur. Been solid here in the second period. Gave up the 1 goal. Each team has scored here in the middle period. And it's 5-2 Falcons. There's Rogers, Tim Rogers, who came into the game tonight with a sparkling save percentage of .932. Goals against of under 2 at 1.78. And here's the stat that jumped out at me. In his 5 games prior to tonight, he had allowed a grand total of 9 goals. 5 games played, and he'd given up 9 goals.
That's pretty good.
That's real good. All right, face-off outside the line. No new penalties have been put on the scoreboard here. I think we'll just count the players on the ice. And I see 5 Falcon skaters and 4 Flyers, so it remains a power play for Farmington for the next 44 seconds.
Good shot of the face-off there.
Trying to hear the announcement on these penalties. It's tough to do. Here's a scoring opportunity and a save by Ladouceur on a wicked wrist shot fired by Alex Schmidt.
Nice little glove save.
I can't make out what the PA announcer is saying on those penalties that came with 2:41 to go in the second period. But again, no change in the manpower situation. Still a Falcons power play for 30 seconds more. Nice takeaway behind the net by Nick Elliott. And Elliott sent it off to the side, and Ladouceur slides across to hang on. So 22 seconds now left in the Farmington power play. Face-off way down at the other end of the ice as we view the action. Elliott in on the draw, won it. Trying to center. Maintains control, rolls it back in behind the net for Danny Prokes. Prokes in the corner. Sent it back along the blue line. His shot through traffic goes wide. Eric Chamberlain let her go. Now the puck in the near right corner. And a shot, boy, that fired just wide by Alex Schmidt. He didn't miss by much. Both teams back at full strength. A minute 45 to go in the period as Goldine's wrister didn't miss by much. Back along the line again is Chamberlain with a shot. That hit a leg. Chamberlain reloads and fires again, and that again didn't get through.
So you got a broken stick on the play there?
Yeah, he was a little fat on the shot, actually. Nice intercept in the neutral zone by number 22 for Farmington, Adam Lochner. But he's unable to advance the puck. Prokes trying to set it into the zone, but he's stripped. And a long shot goes off the high glass. And it's chipped back out to center ice by Austin Cole. On the puck for Farmington, that's Danny Prokes, and he gets dumped in the far left corner. Puck winds up behind the net as we're into the final minute of the second period.
Oh, another big hit there.
Another penalty coming
and another
up here.
injury.
And another Flyer player is down on the ice.
Oh, boy, his helmet came off on that. Jeez. You don't like to see that.
Boy, this has turned into a brutal hockey game here.
Boy, oh, boy. Boy, let's take a look at that last hit there. Let's get a replay on that. That was big.
Second time this period, we've seen a hard hit by one of the Falcons result in an injury to a United player.
I believe that's Peter Cusack laying down there on the ice.
Now, we can't say for sure. Our angle blocked by the boards.
Yeah.
And being sent to the locker room is number 24 for Farmington, Austin Cole.
Oh, they're calling out a trainer here. I think he might have a concussion there. You don't like to see that.
Well, we can't really speculate. But we do have a United player down on the ice. That's all we can tell you for sure. 52 seconds to go. A major penalty, a 5-minute major, has been assessed to Austin Cole, probably for boarding.
Boy, if we could get a replay on that, that'd be great.
Here's another look at it.
Here we go. Let's take a look here. Oh,
yeah, it's number 11, Cusack.
24 coming in there.
Oh, yeah.
Shoulder to head.
Elbowed
him
in the head. Yeah, boy, that's terrible.
That's going to hurt.
That's just terrible. Boy, that's just inexcusable. I'm sorry. I know the truck is trying to communicate with us. I can't quite hear him for all the noise here.
There you go.
Well, there's
a shot of
there's some good news
there.
Yeah. So that's Peter Cusack, and he's sustained a cut, perhaps from his own helmet, as sometimes that cage will catch you up in the forehead area, as is the case here, and he's let off the ice.
Boy, you hate to see that.
And Austin Cole is out of this hockey game.
He's going to go take a seat in the locker room
there.
Yeah,
I'm sorry to say, but that's a lesson for that young man to learn. That's just it's inexcusable is what it is.
Yeah.
He went in, the player was in a position where he was unable to defend himself, and he went in and led with his forearm. 52.4 seconds to go in the second period. And United on the power play now for the 8th time in this hockey game. Falcons lead at 5-2. They're going to be shorthanded for the next 5 minutes, no matter how many goals the Flyers might score. You get your man out of the box on a minor penalty, but not on a major.
Take another look
here.
Take
another look at it here.
Cusack with his head down, facing the boards. Now, when you see a guy's number,
I got to tell you, I don't care if his head is down or not.
Yeah.
You don't come in leading with an elbow like that.
Exactly. And if you see a player's numbers, coming in there, you don't hit him. That's a hit from behind. That's dirty. You don't like to see that. Now we got 2 injured players for the Flyers. 2 good players at that, 2 seniors. It's a shame to see them be a couple of fans get a little bit ballsy there.
In the Falcon zone to our left. 5-2, Falcons with the lead. But a power play here. Charging the penalty on Cole. They could have called it charging. They could have called it boarding, any number of things. But it's a major penalty and a game misconduct. He gets a 5-minute major for charging and a game misconduct. So he's done for the night. And for the next 4:49, power play for the Flyers. They're down at 3 in this one. Long shot from the line by Reed Burnett. And it's tipped wide. It came off the inboards right out in front, but covering up and clearing is Nick Elliott for Farmington. Under 30 seconds to go here in the second period. There's a play a little scrambly, as they say right now, at center ice. Loose at the line, and finally it did come out to center ice, cleared away by the Falcons. One last rush here for the Flyers, but unable to get a shot away, Scott Newell. And there's the buzzer to end period at number 2. So we will stand aside here. We'll get a PSA, and we'll come back with third period coverage for you. Boy, a chippy one to say the least here at the Farmington Hills Ice Arena. And your score, disregard what you see on the screen. Your score after 2 periods of play, it's Farmington 5 and the Flyers 2. And we're back with the third period in just a moment.
And boy, it should be a good one. Stay tuned, folks.
What's that?
If there is anyone out there who still doubts that America is a place where all things are possible, who still wonders if the dream of our founders is alive in our time, who still questions the power of our democracy, tonight is your answer. Out of many, we are one. That while we breathe, we hope. And where we are met with cynicism and doubt, and those who tell us that we can't, we will respond with that timeless creed that sums up the spirit of a people. Yes, we can.
Why is it black? There's nothing on the monitor. There's nothing on the monitor. There's nothing on the monitor. All right, hi. I'm here with Sarah Young, who is sporting the jersey of Peter Kusak, who just got injured. And Sarah, are you feeling some concern for Peter?
Yeah, I'm definitely concerned. He got hit really hard in the head, so I'm a little concerned about concussion or whatever's going on. I wish him the best of luck. I hope he's okay. I hope he comes out this period. So.
Yeah, you don't like to see that at all. And Sarah, you're part of our TV10 crew, and can you tell us some of the fun events that are coming up here on TV10?
Well, on TV10 you can always catch basketball and hockey games, which are definitely coming up, all 3 high schools. And you can also catch our newscast every Friday at live at 45. And we're both probably going to be on there real soon, so look out for us.
And I noticed you're wearing a North jersey today, whereas last time you were wearing a Farmington jersey.
Yeah.
You switch jerseys around a lot, or is
Well, I've got friends on both teams, so I decided, since I'm part of TV10 and we'd like to support all 3 schools, I'd support both Farmington and North Harrison. So Thursday night's game was a Farmington game, so I wore a jersey, and this time it's North's turn, so yeah.
All right, well, thanks, Sarah. Thank you for your time,
Yeah,
and
thanks.
enjoy the rest of the game here. All righty. Thank you. Woo.
Well, it's always good to see Sarah here at the hockey games.
Oh, it is, yeah.
I worked a football game with her back this fall.
Oh, yeah.
She's got a great future in front of her. All right, we're early on here in the third period. 15 seconds gone by. 5-2, the Falcons leading the Flyers, but the Flyers are on the power play as Austin Cole is gone for the night, serving a 5-minute major, and they changed the call from a game misconduct to some sort of a disqualification, but he is done for the night following that hit late in the second period on the defenseless Peter Kusak. So the Farmington Hills Flyers send it to the Falcon line. Can't gain the blue line, though. And it's controlled at center ice by Justin Brereton. Again, the Falcons with the takeaway, and they'll send it the length. A minute gone by in the third. 3:10 left to go in the major penalty. Story in this hockey game tonight, the fact that the Flyers have gone, well, right now, 0 for 8 on the power play. They trailed by 3. A shot fired from the low right circle by Reed Burnett, and that's knocked down by Rogers. He's been solid in goal again here tonight for the Falcons, who are looking to improve their record to 8-0-1.
And still no sign of the other injured player there, Kyle Zamag. I think he might be done for the night as well.
I think you may be right. As again, the Falcons able to clear it away. 2.5 left to go now in the Farmington Hills power play. Skated down low by Blake Burnett. Swept back along the blue line. Sent off to the side as again the Flyers work the perimeter. They've got it down at the side of the goal, unable to center though. And it stays deep in Falcon territory. Tied up at the end boards, poked free by Mark Prokes. But the Flyers maintain control here. Derek Reed put it behind the net, now back along the blue line. A slap shot right on, save Howard, or I should say Rogers. Thinking of Jimmy Howard. That's how he looks out there on that shot by Reed Burnett.
It's easy to get confused.
Yeah, I'll tell you. Well, it is when you get to be my age anyways.
Both good goaltenders.
Minute 53 to go. Jimmy makes a little more cash.
Yeah.
Minute 53 to go here in the power play for Farmington Hills. Again, the Falcons send it the length. Now, their penalty kill has been superb this evening. Nice takeaway by Nick Elliott, number 6 for the Falcons, and he'll dump it in once again. Minute and a half now left to go in the major penalty. And the Flyers not having a lot of success generating scoring opportunities with the man advantage. They jam in the right corner, fed back along the line for John Durst. Durst feeds it in behind, but Mike Manzo has it for the Falcons. Can't clear it out of there. Got it tied up in skates at the far wall, and it's carried out of the zone now by Rob Goldeye. Goldeye, long shot, and Ladisor down to make the save, and 1:02 left to go in this Flyers power play chance. 5-2, the Falcons with the lead. The Falcons with the 4 in the first. They led 4-1 after one, and then each team scoring a goal in the second period. We've got 5 different goal scorers tonight for Farmington. Kyle Ray, Nick Elliott, Danny Prokes, Alex Schmidt, and Matt Alameg have all scored tonight for the Falcons. Flyers goal scored by Scott Newell and Ryan Murray. 5-2 in the third period, 13:38 to go, 45 seconds left to go in the power play. And the play in the neutral zone. Thaddeus Zach turns and fires it in deep, and Rogers out of the net to steer it up the near side wall. Puck doesn't come out. Going in behind the net, this is Newell. Newell played it to the side of the goal when Rogers comes across and covers right there. So we're down to 26 seconds left to go in the major penalty. And tell you what, Flyers have not done what they needed to do here, which is to score and score on multiple occasions.
They got to start generating a little more offense. Keep the puck in Farmington's zone a little more. Get a few more scoring chances. There's one right there.
Yeah, they got a great chance off that faceoff. That was number 24, Kyle Wood with the shot. But again, Rogers playing aggressively out near the top of the crease. That's where you like to see your goaltender. And he's here to make that save. "15 seconds left in the power play, and the puck goes off the mesh. And a whistle with 13:07 left to go in the game, 5-2.
It's a good thing they put that mesh in there.
Yep.
It used to not be here at this arena. I remember back in the day. Back in the good old days.
There we go.
Yeah.
Well, I remember skating here the very first. I may have been the first guy on one of these sheets of ice. I was here the day they opened this arena. I can't remember how long ago that was, 10 or 12 years, but I was certainly out here. I played a lot of hockey on this ice. I've defended that net down. Not well, but I have stood in front of it. Penalty has expired to Austin Cole, and the man serving the penalty for him, Ethan Baker, steps out onto the ice. Falcons trying to move out of their own end, and they will, but we'll get an icing whistle here. And this comes with 12:37 left in the hockey game. So the Falcons successfully kill off the major penalty. And now I've got Farmington Hills here 0 for 8 on the power play tonight.
Boy, that's rough.
That is. Falcons are 0 for 4. So we've had 12 power play chances tonight. We've had a 5-minute major included in those opportunities. We had 90 seconds of a 2-man opportunity for Farmington Hills. And they have not, neither team's been able to score a power play goal.
I know Coach Anderson, he's probably going to work them pretty hard at the next practice, working on that power play.
That's been the difference in this hockey game here tonight.
Terrible stat for them tonight.
Well, give the Falcons some credit for a good penalty kill as well.
That's true.
I mean, they've really forced them to the perimeter most of the night.
They have. Their short-handed attempts have been pretty good too. Gotten a lot of chances.
They have indeed. Now back up over the blue line. That's Jake Ladiseur, the goalie's brother, in the right corner, falling, trying to center. Boy, battling to get out in front of the net was Caleb Wright, but he couldn't do it. And the Falcons clear successfully. Is that Adam Lochner?
Ooh,
he's dragged down.
A hit. They're going to call him on that one.
Yeah, you're going to get a power play here for the Falcons as Lochner was dragged down. And the guy doing the dragging was Caleb Wright, number 17. So he'll head off for tripping, hooking, holding. Holding it is.
I'll take a look at the last hit here.
Penalty at 5:15. Holding the call on this play.
I'm not really sure if you can call that a hold.
I agree. Well, that's what they did call, but he really slew-footed him, actually.
Yeah.
Anyways, power play here for the Falcons. Their 5th chance tonight. They've got a 5-2 lead as we approach 11.5 to go in the third period. Great to have you with us here on TV 10. Rich Kincaid and Nick Williams up here in the broadcast booth at the Farmington Hills Arena. As the Falcons unable to hold it in at the line. That was Eric Chamberlain, number 25, battling for the puck. Carrying into Farmington territory. Scott Newell, but he'll lose the handle on it. And boy, I'll tell you, there's an elbow up high and another one, and that second one knocked down Goldeye. He takes a third shot along the near wall.
Boy, Goldeye's just a tank out there.
He's a marked man right now after that hit in the second period on Kyle DeMott.
Yeah, he is.
Boy, I tell you, he did not go down easily. He didn't go down at all, actually.
No. Just skated right through that first hit. Took a couple to bring him down. Here we go. First attempt. John Durst trying to hit him. Oh, he gets laid out.
Boy, I'll tell you.
Oh, and then
there he does go down.
Got him from behind there.
Yeah. Scoring opportunity, and it's in the net.
Boy, it almost looked like Ladiseur knocked that one in by himself.
He may have. I think Alex Schmidt put the momentum on the puck to bank it into the goal. We'll wait to get the call on that. The goal comes at 6:21. And it is a 6-2 lead for the Farmington High School Falcons. And if it is Schmidt with the goal, that'll be his second of the hockey game. So we were showing you the replay of the hit on Goldine, so as a result of that, we weren't rolling on the replay of the goal, so we'll just have to wait for that announcement. Nick Elliott gets it. And for Elliott, his second of the night and 8th of the year.
That might have locked it all up there for the Falcons. Still a little bit of time here in the third period.
Yeah,
but
4 goals, a lot to make up.
That's a lot, yeah.
6-2, Farmington leading. We've got 10-10 left to go.
They better start scoring at will here.
Yeah, well, it's tough to do when you got a goaltender at the other end. You're trying to score on like Rogers.
Yeah.
Again, Rogers with only 9 goals allowed in his first 5 games this year. Outstanding. What that means is even if he doesn't give up any more goals tonight, his goals against average after a performance in which he gives up 2 is actually going to go up.
Wow.
They've got it tied up in the corner right down below us. Here's Massa in behind the net, trying to come out in front. Little backhand and a great glove save by Ladiseur. He was there to rob Mark Saranen, number 11. Saranen with a little backhander, and Ladiseur stayed right with him and got the trapper on it. We're down to 9:32 to go in the third period. 6 for Farmington and 2 for Farmington Hills. I've decided to go with Farmington Hills because that's what the banner says across the way. The Farmington Hills Varsity Hockey Flyers. Notes that they were the OAA Division I champions last year.
Last year, yep. It's a shame it didn't carry over to this year.
Well, right now it's Farmington looking to move into first place in the renamed division, the OAA Red. They went into play tonight trailing Clarkston by 2 points, but that's only because Clarkston has played and won one more game in conference than have the Falcons. Clarkston with a division record of 3-0-1 and Farmington 2-0-1. They are 8:56 away from improving that division record to 3-0-1, which would tie them with Clarkston for the division lead. I'm unsure whether or not Clarkston is playing tonight, to be honest with you. And a face-off back in the Farmington zone. In to take the draw, number 17, Caleb Wright for Farmington Hills. He was up against Kyle Ray. Wright won the draw. Got it back to race at the blue line and a wrister off a shin guard and wide.
Oh, looks like the injured players are all dressed and coming to the bleachers here. Watch their players, the rest of their team finish up the game.
Well, the good news is they look okay. They don't look, they're well enough to walk up into the bleachers.
Yeah.
That's the good news. I'll tell you, you see a hit from behind like that, and you're worried that somebody's going to break their neck.
Oh, yeah.
And I mean just literally. And it's a high school hockey game. It's not worth that.
Exactly.
Nothing is. As the puck goes in behind the Falcon net. It's turned over by the Falcons. Centering pass right out in front. A great poke check by Rogers, but they score on the rebound. Rogers with a poke check before Ryan Murray could get to it. But that puck lay out in front, and somebody from the Flyers chipped it by.
Maybe the game's not over yet.
We'll find out here. But I tell you, I really like this poke check by Rogers. Right about there. But again, that puck out in front. And it's Kyle Wood. He's the only guy out there with a 4 on his jersey for the Flyers, so Wood gets the goal. Wood's goal comes at the 11-minute mark. Or check it, the 9-minute mark. I'm going backwards. And that makes it a 6-3 hockey game. Farmington's got the 6, but here's a turnover and a breakaway for Blake Burnett. And Burnett had the puck stripped in the neutral zone. Coming across neatly, number 12, Mike Manzo for the Falcons. But the puck stays deep in Farmington territory. Held in neatly at the blue line by Burnett. And he just pitchforks the puck behind the Falcon goal. They tie it up and skate behind the net. Referee is letting him play. That's Ladouceur, Jake Ladouceur, number 23. Double teamed by a couple of Falcons down there. Caleb Wright trying to poke the puck free. Loose in the corner. And the Flyers come up with it.
Oh, nice little move there by number 6 there, Reed Burnett.
Yeah, it was a nice bit of stick handling. Doesn't result in a scoring chance, and the Falcons send it the length, but they rule it could have been played in the neutral zone, so no icing on the play. As Burnett sweeps it to the near side wall, gets it back again feeds it to the boards on the near right-hand side. And it is controlled by the Flyers. Trying to track it down is Zach, number 9, but Nick Jugan gets there first for the Falcons. Content just to steer it up the wall. And the Falcons play it back out to center ice. Trying to get free near the blue line was Matt Alamang. He had it taken away. Massa, trying to come up with the puck behind the net. Can't do it. And it's carried back out to center ice by Brayerton. Sends it into the right wing corner. Play broken up, and again the Falcons clear. Under 6 to go now. 5:55 in the third period. Farmington 6 and the Farmington Hills Flyers 3. Boy, pressing the attack there was Thaddeus Zach, and he almost got a shot off on Rogers from close range. Falcons content to lay it out to center ice. I think that's what we're going to see a lot of now. Farmington just looking to clear the zone. Yeah. Keep these scoring chances against to a minimum. We've got 5.5 to go in a 6-3 hockey game.
Just trying to kill some time out there.
Exactly.
Maintain that lead.
But sometimes when you sit back, that's when you give up the goals.
Exactly.
Again, they battle behind the Falcon net.
Still some time to get some goals here.
Yeah, we're approaching 5 minutes to go as the play comes back into the Farmington Hills end to our left. A couple of players go tumbling, and the Flyers send it out to center ice. A pass hopped over his stick, sent back into the Flyers zone. Here's Michael Race turning. Race feeds it around the far side for Brayerton. Justin Brayerton in traffic, kicked that puck free, and the Flyers able to get it to center ice. Good bit of work there by Scott Newell to move the puck out of his own zone. Can't gain the Farmington line, though. Here's a long pass to the near side, and bumped off the puck was Nick Elliott.
Mike Race looking to get a hit there. One of the captains for Farmington trying to get a little bit of retaliation, probably.
It's a pass out near the blue line, and a shot by Prokes went wide. And back the other way. Kyle Wood for the Flyers. Into the left circle with it. Again, the Flyers looking to generate a chance. They're down 3 with 4 minutes to go now. A shot by Ryan Murray goes high and misses the target.
Ooh, big hit there.
Yeah, Falcon player.
Kyle Wood laying his man out there. It's like Alex Schmidt getting up after that.
Alex Schmidt knocked down, gets right back up. Rogers from behind his own net. Tapped it up the wall. It's turned over, and a good hard shot by Caleb Wright, and a better save by Rogers. Puck loose off to the side. It came out in front. Look out, a dangerous chance. A shot fired by Reed Burnett. I don't think it got through. And Zach Massa at center ice as the whistle sounds. We're going to have a penalty, I think, in behind the play. Yep, we are. Heading off is Reed Burnett. Well, this is the first power play, or check it, the second power play of this third period. And it is chance number 6 for the Falcons.
Falcon faithful chanting.
I pretty much lost my headphones completely here.
You can't do that out there.
There we go.
Keeping it friendly.
3:20 to go as the Falcons are on the power play with a 3-goal lead.
A couple of good stops.
And I'm not sure why they whistled the play dead right there. But they're going to bring the face-off outside the line. Might have been a hand pass. So, brought back over the blue line by Massa, and he had it poked away. Nice job by Goldeye at center to cover up for the Falcons. Massa gaining the blue line again. Passes to himself off the near wall. Comes to the side of the net, now in behind. Power play for the Falcons for another minute and 35 seconds. Goldeye from the line, side of the net. A great setup for Kyle Ray. And Ray fired it up into the mesh. Well, that was a nice pass by Goldeye to find Ray off to the side.
I'm not sure. It might have just cut the edge of his stick. Can't be too certain about that, though.
Yeah, we've, I don't know if I've got a short going in mine or not, but I can't hear a thing. Presumably we're on the air, so we'll keep talking. Walking out in front of the net, Alex Schmidt dumps it into the near corner, and Chamberlain takes a hit right there. Now again, Schmidt coming out in front with his shot, and that didn't get through. Schmidt tracks down his own rebound, far side, put it out in front, and Chamberlain redirects it wide. A minute to go on the power play, 2:25 to go in the game. Another Falcon shot goes wide, but Farmington maintaining control. This is Danny Prokes on the puck, number 14. It hopped over the stick of Nick Elliott. Fed around the boards to the far side, and Schmidt has it there for the Falcons. Lost it. And Farmington Hills clears it the length. 40 seconds left in the power play. We are down to 2 minutes to go in the game. 6-3, the Falcons with the lead. Each team has scored here in the third. Falcons really broke this one open, scoring 3 goals in a 5.5-minute span back in the first period after the game had been tied at 1 early on. Long shot, and that sails wide. A wrist shot by the Flyers that missed the target. And they have just about killed off this penalty. But look out, here's a chance for Farmington, and a great save by Ladisor.
A couple
of them really on Matt Alamang. Alamang got his own rebound and got another shot and just barely missed. Now Ladisor will hang on and cover up with 1:12 to go in the game.
With the Flyers down by 3, I think the Falcons got this one all locked up.
Yeah, I think that's a pretty safe bet at this point. 1:12 to go. Take some sort of miracle. Not impossible, but it would take about a miracle to have it happen. What's the NHL record for fastest 3 goals?
I'm not sure.
21 seconds. Eric Mosienko of the Chicago Blackhawks, sometime in the 1940s.
I knew it was either 20 or 30 seconds. I wasn't quite too sure.
21 it is. That's hard to imagine, isn't it?
It is, yeah. Boy, just one right after another.
Yep.
Right off the draw.
Yeah, that record may stand forever.
Boy, the Flyers are going to have to do a little better than that if they want to tie this one up.
Now, I don't think that's going to happen with 1 minute to go. It certainly looks like the Farmington Falcons are going to go to 8-0-1, and the Farmington Hills Flyers will fall to 3-5. All Farmington has to do now is basically keep the puck out of their own end, which they do, sending it back into Flyers territory. 40 seconds to go as this whistled on an icing. Nope, it's whistled on a penalty against. I'm not sure. I think it's going to go against the Flyers. Yep, heading off is Stephen Coulter. So officially, well, not officially because I'm not keeping official stats, but according to the stats I'm keeping, this is power play number 7 for the Falcons. They are 0 for 6 right now. I can tell you confidently they're 0 for 6. Or I can tell you confidently they haven't scored on the power play. I think they're 0 for 6. I know they're 0 for something. I think it's 6. Oh, ripping a shot right there off the faceoff with Saarinen, and Ladisor took that high in the body and knocked it down. The whistle with 31 seconds to go. Well, Nick, I've enjoyed it tonight.
Oh, yeah, it's been a good one.
Thanks
looks like John Durst will be sent to the box there.
Thanks for having me in the booth.
Oh, yeah. Anytime. Anytime. Yep.
Another penalty here against the Flyers, and that's, as you say, John Durst who heads off. So it's a 2-man advantage for the Falcons, and they score
quick one
in
right
the
there.
waning seconds. A beautiful shot, a wrister fired by Kyle Gandy.
And there's a power play goal there.
There it is, exactly.
Right there, speak of the devil.
So Gandy gets his first of the year.
Take a
and
look
it
at
comes with
off the draw there.
16:34.
Just a little snapshot is all.
Oh, yeah.
No biggie.
Good, hard shot over the glove.
Little screen. 7-3.
Yeah.
And that pretty much locks it up there for the Falcons. I'd say they're pretty safe for now.
Just the waning seconds now here at the Farmington Hills Ice Arena. As the Falcons are content to poke the puck deep into the zone, and the Falcon fans primarily, way down at the other end of the ice to our right, can start counting this one down. In fact, they can finish counting it down because there's the buzzer, and this hockey game is in the books. So the Falcons stream out onto the ice to congratulate their goaltender, Tim Rogers. The Flyers do the same thing with their goaltender, Keith Ladisor. The only difference is, the Falcons got more goals tonight than did the Flyers. A tremendous offensive performance by Farmington in this one as the Falcons knock off the Flyers by a score of 7-3.
Boy, that one's got to hurt for the Flyers. Losing a couple of players and then losing big to the Falcons here at home. Devastating.
Take a look at that drum line for the Falcons, and they celebrate the victory here tonight. There's your final score. The Falcons win it 7-3. They remain undefeated now at 8-0-1 as both these hockey teams head into the long holiday break. And with that in mind, we wish you a happy holiday break as well. And for Nick Williams, my name's Rich Kincaid. Falcons beat the Flyers 7-3. So long from the Farmington Hills Ice Arena, everybody.
Thanks for joining us, folks.